Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ask the Wellness Coach Facebook Live series. My name is Michael, Senior Coordinator and Wellness Coach at the Baptist Healthy Living Center at the Williams Family YMCA, and I'll be your host and moderator today. So, welcome to our third Ask the Wellness Coach series. We're all excited to be here with you today and continuing to bring these to you, and we hope that you've enjoyed the topics so far. So I have our fabulous team here with me today to discuss how to eat healthy on a budget, and we'll be sharing a few of our favorite affordable healthy snacks too. This topic is something that I personally enjoy discussing with my clients because sometimes it can feel like eating healthy is hard to do and it can be expensive, which it can be, but there's ways to do it without breaking the bank. Today, we're going to be going over some of those tips, but without spoiling too much, there will be some preparation. So, before we go any further, I do want to share with you stick in till the end. We have a special ending for you today. So, I want to hop into introductions so that way the wonderful team I have here with me can introduce themselves and who they are.
All right, thanks, Michael. Hi, everyone. I'm Courtney, and I am the wellness coach at the Riverside Healthy Living Center at the Winston Family YMCA.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carol. I'm the wellness nurse at the Northside Healthy Living Center, located inside of the Johnson Family YMCA.
Hi, everyone. I'm Katie. I'm a wellness coach at the Healthy Living Centers. I'm mostly at the Riverside Healthy Living Center, but you may see me at any of our 5 locations.
Hello, everyone. My name is Skylar Tucker, and I'm also a wellness coach. And I also float around just like Katie, and my main location is at Mandarin.
Hi, everyone. My name is Diana, and I am the wellness coach at the Baptist North Healthy Living Center.
Wonderful. Thanks for introducing yourselves, everybody. And for all of you tuning in to us to this today, we're going to be talking about some of our healthy budget tips. But if you have anything that you'd like to share with us, something that works for you, please share it in the comments. Ask questions. This is an open conversation. We'd love to hear from you. Courtney, I know you were with being busy and managing school, work, social life. Staying organized is a priority for you. So I feel organization isn't necessarily my strong suit. And I alluded to this earlier that there's going to be some preparation that's going to go into eating healthy on a budget, and something that we're going to be talking about a little bit today. Do you feel like that's something important to you when trying to stick to budgeting your groceries?
Absolutely, Michael. How did you know that was going to be my tip today?
I feel like, we just work together so long, I can read your mind at this point.
Yes, no, seriously, with all of us being so busy nowadays, it's so important to plan your weekly meals. So I just think it's like really important to plan. So we're masters of our schedules for life events, appointments, and other things that we have going on with our family. But planning your weekly meals is just as important. This doesn't only help you stick with your budget, but it also helps you keep on track for eating healthy and prevent you from taking multiple trips to the grocery store. Because who really likes to go grocery store shopping? No, right. And a lot of us nowadays are getting our meals, our groceries delivered, and this can also help you reduce the number of orders for forgetting anything.
I am laughing over here, Courtney, because I am totally guilty of this. I am one of those people who probably ends up going to the grocery store after work every day, 5 days a week, saying, all right, well, what am I making today? Or what do I still need to pick up? I got to plan better.
Yeah, Michael, you definitely do. You don't go to the grocery store multiple times in a week. That's not fun. It's not budget friendly. You end up spending way more money than you expect to do. And can anyone relate to what I just said, like spending way more money going multiple times during the week? Katie,
Yeah.
I know you do. Like, I have to tell you about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 4 tips that will help you plan your weekly meals. So the first one is see what you already have. Look in your freezer, cabinets, and refrigerator. Make note of what you currently have on hand. You can save money by using these items in the next upcoming weekly meals. The second tip is use a worksheet to plan your meals. The Create a Grocery Plan worksheet is great for planning your weekly meals and figuring out what items you need to buy. My third tip is think about your schedule. Let's say that again. Think about your schedule. Choose meals that you can easily prepare when you don't have a lot of time. Save recipes that take longer for your days off. You can also prepare meals in advance to heat and serve on your busiest days. And also plan for when you go out to eat. So look at that restaurant before ahead of time. Look at the menu so that you know exactly what you're going to order so that you won't just order the whole thing. Okay? And then my last tip is plan to use leftovers. Think about larger recipes with enough servings for multiple meals. This can reduce the number of ingredients you need to buy and save you time preparing another meal.
Oh, wow, Courtney. I love those tips. Those are great. And especially the leftovers one. I'm so glad that you mentioned that. That is probably my favorite and go-to when it comes down to my lunch options through the week. What was that recipe that you were mentioning to me the other day?
Okay, so my friends here know that I am known for guacamole. And so
Yes.
I want to share with you all my famous guacamole recipe with cucumbers. This recipe is for all the avocado lovers out there. I know I am, Diana, like all of us, we love avocado. So I'll be posting this recipe in the comments after we finish up. But here's the basic recipe. So what I need you to do is slice 3 ripe avocados in half, remove the pit and the skins, and scoop them into a mixing bowl. Then use a fork to gently mash them to your desired level of chunky or smooth. I like it chunky, so it's just a really good, when you dip it, you just have a really good amount on there. And add the purple onions, tomatoes, cilantro, lime juice, and salt, and stir everything together. And for all of those people who like heat, add some sliced jalapeno peppers for an extra kick to your guacamole. And then you'll just slice your cucumbers to your desired shape, and voila, there you go. You have a healthy, fun, shareable snack that will also help you get some good fats and oils in.
Wow, Courtney, you are definitely making me hungry. But trust me, guys, Courtney's recipe, guacamole recipe, is one of my favorites. You all have to try it. It is so good. When we were talking about this topic, Carol, I remember you mentioning ways to save more while you're at the grocery store. So can you tell us all a little bit about that?
Absolutely. You know I'm the bargain queen. The only thing that's missing is my crown and my tiara. So my my few favorite things that I like to do to help save money at the store are, the first one is to read the sales flyer. So usually the sales flyers are released midweek and can be found in the entrance of the store. So they also can be found in the newspaper or on their particular website. This is a really great tool because it helps you plan your meals around the deals. Can you say that with me? Plan your meals around the deals. So also,
Plan your meals around your deals.
I know,
Is
isn't
that
that so
right?
catchy?
I like it. I like it. I'm
That's
gonna start
right.
saying that.
I know, plan your meals around the deals. Okay, then my next tip is to use coupons. So these days and times, I mean, we need to save money wherever we can. But now remember, only the items that you know that you'll use. There's no sense in us being hoarders. If you don't need an item right away, save the coupon and see, if it goes on sale another time. You can easily fall into this trap by buying something that you do not need, or because it's on sale. Don't do it. Only use what you need. Um, Check for store brands. Generic is great too. Most stores offer their own brand of products that often cost less than name brand. Okay. Also, grab from the back. Stores typically stock shelves from the back forward, placing newest items behind the older items. So it's like first in, last out kind of thing. Reach in the back for the freshest items, especially in the produce, dairy, and meat aisles. Yeah.
Awesome. Those are really excellent tips, Carol. I'm going to have to try some of those out.
Thank you, Katie. They took some time. But once you get into a routine, it really helps. But I really have noticed savings since doing these things. Oh, Katie, I'm also really excited to share my recipe. This is one of my favorite snacks.
What is it?
So I'm definitely a girl from the South. And I really love fried okra. But since we are trying to do healthy, I really like okra chips. And yes, I said okra chips. Okay. They are amazing. So a small tidbit about okra before we get into my recipe is okra is really low in calories with nearly no fat. Okay. And it's loaded with vitamins and nutrients. It has lots of benefits, especially for people who have diabetes. It's high in fiber. Why? Because the fiber in this fruit, and yes, I said fruit of okra, it's green. The seedy part of the plant, it lowers blood sugar by slowing down the absorption of sugar in your intestines. The things you need for this recipe are okra, olive oil, thyme, rosemary, garlic powder, sea salt, black pepper, and if you like a spicy kick, a pinch of cayenne pepper. So you want to heat your oven to 450 Fahrenheit. You want to cut your okra, big, small, whatever your preference may be. Add all your ingredients in olive oil. You want to place everything on a baking sheet. Roast your okra for about 15 minutes. Serve warm and I mean, I'm telling you what, that is good. And don't worry, I got you all. I will give you all some. Okay. This recipe will be in the comments at the end of our chat today. So don't worry, it'll be enough for everyone.
Mm-hmm. So Carol, you really have piqued my interest and curiosity because okra is one of the very few vegetables that out of all the vegetables I eat, okra is one of those that I don't eat often. And I think because I grew up with my grandmother putting it in soups, and so it had that, that slimy kind of consistency. Exactly. But that sounds really, really good. And I think I'll take you up and actually try it and let you know, because I'm always looking for new recipes and, kind of stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit. And so if it's crispy and not slimy, you had me there. I'm definitely willing to try that. So
you won't regret it.
Okay, awesome.
I'm all
I'll
for it.
report
And
back to you.
I'm learning that okra is a fruit. That just blew my mind.
Yeah. I know. Just when you think you knew it all, and then there you go, more information.
I know, then bam.
Bargain queen dropping some knowledge on me over here. I thought it was a vegetable all this time, honestly.
And I was gonna add with Diana, definitely that is a good idea, Carol, with putting in the oven, because I don't like that slimy texture.
Yeah.
It's a great alternative to the frying.
So Courtney talked a lot about, grocery lists and all that in the beginning. And so on our team, we're all big on grocery lists. However, Katie's by far definitely the queen of grocery lists. So Katie, please tell us, or would you say that they're important for staying on a budget? So tell us more about that. Why are you such a fan of grocery lists, and how do they help you?
Absolutely. Before I get into that, we do have a comment from Rachel. Hi, Rachel. She says she buys okra weekly. She sautés it with olive oil and salt. She said that she finds that cooking at a higher temperature helps with the slime texture.
Very nice tip, Rachel. Thank you.
Right, Rachel.
Yeah, that's super smart.
Yeah. So back into grocery lists. So make a grocery list and stick to it. It's very easy to get sidetracked when you're at the store, especially when you're hungry. But a lot of times we are buying more than we need, which leads to a higher grocery bill. Another general rule I follow is shop the perimeter of the store. So this way you're filling your cart with whole foods first. So your fruits, your vegetables, meat, fish, dairy, those items. The middle of the store often contains the more processed and unhealthy foods. And a lot of times when you're in those aisles, you put the most expensive items at eye level. So try to look at the top and the bottom of the kits first. There are also many grocery list apps to help you shop. Any list is a good one, but there are so many others out there. So just check your app store. But I find that really helps.
That's super awesome. So like there's literally an app for everything. And our last session, we talked about our favorite apps. And if there's anything I learned is that there's an app for everything. If you need it, you can find it.
Absolutely. And I also want to share my favorite snack before I pass it over. So my favorite is a classic. It is popcorn and peanut butter. I'm such a snacker, and this is one of my favorite snacks. It's not only affordable, but it's travel friendly, it's easy, and it gives you your sweet and salty combination. If you are allergic to peanuts or don't like peanut butter, you can always try almond butter or cashew butter. And if you're allergic to nuts in general, you could try something like sun butter. You can find that at most of your grocery stores, Walmart, Publix. They may be slightly higher in price than peanut butter, though. So that's just something to look out for.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'm a fellow fan of the apples and peanut butter combination too, Katie. I'm going to have to try out some of those peanut butter alternatives. I've tried almond butter, really enjoy it, but I haven't tried any of the other ones out there that you're mentioning. Sun butter?
Sun butter is some sunflower seeds. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I swear there's a nut butter
keep my
for
eyes
everything.
open for it. Skylar, weren't you telling me about some cool tips that you use to save money when getting groceries?
Yes, Michael. I remember when we chatted on that, and you also have some interesting snacks that I'm looking forward to hearing about. But to chat a little more on tips and tricks, I have some creative ways that you can use to save on more expensive expensive stuff down the aisles like protein and produce. So for produce, I like to buy in season. Seasonal vegetables are usually less expensive and are at their peak flavor. Also, buy only what you can use before it spoils. And if you have a freezer, using the freezer space to buy frozen vegetables without added sauces or butter. And they are also good for you. It's better for you. It's almost as good as fresh, and it also costs less. Try buying canned. So choose fruit canned in 100% fruit juice and vegetables with low sodium or no salt added on the label. And these products are just as nutritious and often cost less. And fruits and vegetables that are canned or frozen last much longer than fresh, and it's a quick way to add fruits and vegetables to your meal. And so for protein foods that are found throughout the entire store, they can be found in fresh meat case, frozen food section, the dairy case, and the canned and pantry food aisle. And some of the great low-cost choices include beans and peas, such as kidney beans, split peas, and lentils. So use these good sources of protein for main or side dishes. So beans and peas cost far less than a similar amount of other protein foods. And I've actually hopped on the Meatless Monday trend, and I try to incorporate at least 2 to 3 other meals in the week that has plant-sourced protein. Also, to lower meat costs, buy the family size or the value pack and freeze what you don't use. So choose lean meats like chicken or turkey, and when choosing ground beef, make sure it's at least 93% lean. And I would utilize some of the tips from Courtney and check what's in your pantry and freezer before you buy more. So seafood doesn't have to be expensive either. I buy canned tuna, salmon, or sardines, and they store well and are a low-cost option. And last but not least, don't forget about the eggs. They're a great low-cost option that's easy to prepare. So my favorite snack. And also too, another tip to save money is to drink water. So drinking water instead of buying sodas or other sugary drinks, because tap water is easy on your wallet and has zero calories. Also, water bottles is a great way to have water on the go as well. And my favorite snack, I don't have a recipe, but my favorite snack are usually seasonal berries, though strawberries are my favorite. And what's funny is like I have a slight allergy, but I still can't. I love strawberries. And I like pairing it with dark chocolate because it satisfies the sweet tooth without being a sugar bomb.
Sounds great.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I was writing down notes over here. If y'all saw me diverting eyes, that was really good. I was to check out some of those meatless Mondays too. I feel like I often forget about some of the lentils and the beans and honestly those freezer section items that you can honestly help stretch things out and work for multiple recipes, and so I'm gonna hold on to those.
Yeah. So
I wanted to share some of my exciting tips that I like to use around the house. And so I know we're talking a little bit about eating well on a budget, but when we talk about budgeting, we've been talking about budgeting for money, right? We're trying to keep our grocery list cheap and make it wallet friendly. But something else that we can also budget that's very precious to us is our time. So one of my favorite tips and something that I try to do on a regular basis is budget my time with some of these time savers in the kitchen. And so what I'm referencing when I talk about time savers in the kitchen is one, keeping things organized. So keep the items that you use on a regular basis for cooking in easily accessible areas. So if it's going to be your cutting boards, your favorite frying pan, any utensils like your knives or your spatulas, those cooking oils that you use, preferably your like olive oils or grapeseed oils, some butter from time to time, right? Keeping those things close by, your herbs, your spices, so that way it's there, and it's ready for you to use, and in an organized area. It's a lot less stressful having to go looking for what you need, and part of that is clear the clutter. So once you've found that area that is convenient for you and your ideal cooking space, clear everything else out around it. Move your coffee stuff to the other side and just keep it all to one location. And now this has become your cooking office where all the yummy magic happens and where you're going to create all your delicious meals through the week. Chop up some extra vegetables as you're going through the week. You're already doing some of the prep work. Go ahead and prepare some of those vegetables ahead of time. So if you're making a recipe that's got some okra and you want to make some okra chips later in the week, cut up some extra okra, have it ready so that way you can just throw it onto the frying pan later or baking sheet. Sorry, we're going in the oven on that one, right?
Yes.
Right. Bargain queen. So cut up those vegetables ahead of time so that way you have them ready to go for the next meal that you're going to prepare, or recipe, or just easy grab and go snacks to keep you going. So ready to go cucumbers for your guacamole, right? Some other things is double down your recipe. I know Courtney mentioned a little bit about leftovers, and it is one of my favorite things to do is to use leftovers and cook a little extra. It's good to help with those times when you're in a rush, or it's a busy week, a busy day, and you just need something convenient. And oftentimes we can fall into those conveniences and grab something on the go. But if we already have our meals ready to go in the fridge, there's convenience right there. And it's also conscious for your wallet, but also conscious for your personal health goals if you're working on that. And lastly, clean as you go. This is something that I've found to be extremely helpful out of all of these, is to just keep things clean as you're cooking. So while you're waiting for your water to boil, your vegetables to saute, or your meat to brown, go ahead and wash the utensils or the pans, the cutting board that you've already used. You're in the kitchen already. Go ahead and get it done. The one thing that I find to be probably the most tiring out of cooking is after you've cooked your meal, you've eaten it, belly's full, you put away the leftovers, and now I've got to clean the kitchen.
I know.
That is to look at the mountain of stuff that I gotta clean. I just don't want to stand there and do it. I'm done. I'm out of there. So if I'm cleaning it as I'm going along, I'm cooking. I'm paying attention to this over here. Oh, my water's already boiling. Cool. Let me go back over to the sink. Let me wash this while I'm waiting for it to cook. You know, sometimes if you're throwing something in the oven, it takes maybe 15, 20 minutes. That's 15, 20 minutes. You can clean up your kitchen and get on with your evening, multitasking just a little bit. So of all of that, I do want to share my favorite snack too, and I feel like we have a lot of really good like either dips or vegetable items. We're trying to eat more vegetables here these days, right? Mine is zucchini and hummus. Honestly, that is my go-to. Zucchini is. It's fibrous. It's good. It's not like it has a very strong flavor, and it blends with just about anything. And eating it raw, I actually like it better than cooking it. I feel kind of back to like we were talking about with okra. It can kind of get slimy if you cook it too long.
Yeah.
But raw okra it's kind of like cucumbers. It's got a crunch to it. It's not an abrasive flavor. You use it as a dipstick for your hummus. It blends with just about all of them, and I love that. I feel like anytime I go to the grocery store, hummus is usually BOGO, so that's helpful.
I'm going to interrupt here. We have a comment from Jessica. She wants to share a tip with everyone. She said, Receipt Hog and Fetch are 2 apps to have. You snap a picture of the receipt and you earn coins. You can cash in for gift cards. She also says you have your apps Saving Star and Ibotta that help you earn cash back on stuff you buy. And also don't forget digital coupons through the store app. So thank you, Jessica, for sharing that. Those are great tips.
Awesome. Yeah, I
That's
actually
awesome.
have Fetch, and that Jessica spoke about, and it's really neat. You scan your receipts. You can also link it to your Amazon account, so it kind of does a scan there as well. And I have so many points because I've been doing it for over a year. I have so many points. I can actually get gift cards with my points. So Amazon gift cards and gift cards for popular places, you know, because sometimes those free apps, they give you gift cards for places that you never go to, or maybe it's not even in Jacksonville. But with this one, it's pretty neat. And so when I saw that one of the gift cards were Bath and Body Works, it sold me. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. Let me, I do find that sometimes I want to go to the grocery store just to get a receipt so I can scan it to get like double points. So that's not good. But anyways, for the viewers tuning in, so we have a surprise for you. And this surprise is that I am doing a live cooking demo. So I am actually here at the Winston YMCA kitchen, the Winston Family YMCA kitchen here on Riverside. And just really exciting, since we're talking about snacks, I figured why not utilize the kitchen and show you all some of the yummy snacks that we talked about. So Michael just talked about hummus, and I'm just gonna get up here for a second. So Michael just talked about hummus, and it's actually one of the snacks that I pre-made so that you all can see this. And I actually have from Aldi. It's roasted pine nut. I'm going to just bring this up really, really close. Can you all see that?
Yeah, and that is one of my favorites, Diana. Why didn't you tell me that? I would have done my stream live from Winston YMCA today, so I could have had a snack.
I know, Michael, and I thought about it. I'm like, I needed someone next to me to eat all the stuff, to tell the viewers how good everything is, because I made it. So it's kind of, I'm kind of biased. So, but this is really good. And so I just put in a plate here, like how the snack would look. Oh, my carrots went flying. But so carrots, and I didn't have baby carrots. So you don't have to have baby carrots. You can take carrots and chop them up and just put it in a baggie, and then you can put your hummus in a container. Okay. So another favorite snack, a personal favorite snack, is rice cakes. So You may look at this and you may be like, want. That's so boring, right? And I've heard people say, it tastes like cardboard. It's nothing but air. It doesn't keep me full. And you know what? You're absolutely right. So I'm a big fan of dressing things up. Okay. So we're going to take this rice paper and I'm going to do a magic trick and make it disappear. Y'all saw that? And now we have this. So now we have a rice cake with peanut butter, sliced bananas, peanut butter drizzle, and chia seeds. Now,
Oh.
does that not sound amazing?
It does sound amazing.
So I use this natural Jif because it was BOGO at Publix. And that's also one of the things, and I'm pretty sure someone mentioned earlier, look out for the BOGO deals because they're usually buy one, get one free or buy one, get one half off. So I used this and all I did was spread it on that rice cake. I used half a banana because you do have to be careful with the amount of sugar in banana. So I used half a banana. I heated up some peanut butter, drizzled it on there. You don't have to do the whole drizzle. I just like all my food fancy. And I like to look at it and I like the fact that it looks pretty. And then they're chia seeds. And so chia seeds are excellent for dietary fiber. There's protein. There's also really good fats in chia seeds. So these are the ones. I've had this forever. If you buy a big bag like this, it will last you for a very, very long time. And chia seeds are one of those things you can add to oatmeal, smoothies, again, put it on snacks. I mean, there's so much you can do. So if you're not a fan of chia seeds, because it does get stuck in between your teeth sometimes, you can also do flax seeds. And so benefits of chia seeds, they provide a lot of essential nutrients. And so there is omega-3, omega-6, calcium, potassium, magnesium, and protein. So, you know, like I said, breakfast, yogurt, cereal, salads, and your favorite cookie recipe. So many things you can do with chia seeds. All right. So now for the actual demo. So I have something super easy, super quick, super affordable for everyone. And the best part about it is we don't actually have to cook it. There's no baking involved. And so it is called No Bake Peanut Butter Energy Bites. And I personally make these and have them for the week. And it's great for a pre-workout snack as well. So I've pre-prepared everything here in the kitchen just because for time purposes, I know we only have 30 minutes. I'm going to tell you the ingredient list really fast. So first things first, 1/3 cup of peanut butter. Okay. 1/3 cup of peanut butter, 3/4 cups of rolled oats. And you see, I just got regular Publix. It doesn't matter. 2 tablespoons of honey and 1/3 cup of mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to put chocolate if you're not a fan of chocolate. If you don't like peanut butter, you can use almond butter. If you don't like chia seeds and you want to do flaxseed, so you get the idea where I'm going with this. So you can make a lot of substitutions for this recipe here. So I've dumped everything in the bowl. So here, let me see. Can you all see that?
Yes, looks great,
Okay.
Diana.
So it's really not, I literally dumped everything and that's the same thing you're going to do when you make this recipe. Again, I'm going to repeat the ingredients. 1/3 cup of peanut butter. It does not have to be melted, but you can even do crunchy. You can do crunchy peanut butter if that's your preference. You know, you can add whatever you want to this, even dried cranberries. 1/3 cup of peanut butter, 3/4 cups of rolled oats. And so there is a difference. So rolled oats versus the quick instant oatmeal is different. So these have, let me just show you. These have bigger flakes, and that's what you want. You want the bigger flakes because it helps hold all the ingredients together. And then you have 2 tablespoons of honey and then 1/4 cup of mini chocolate chips. I personally don't put as many chocolate chips. I just put a little bit. I grab like a little handful, not a handful, like maybe half. And I just put that in there. and I keep it going. So when you have everything in a bowl, you just mix it up all together. And I actually like to get my hands dirty. I hate using the wooden spoon, so I'm going to put on some gloves here because it's just so much better to mix it with your hands, but you don't have to. You can use a spatula or wooden spoon. I just think it takes longer. So everything in here is all natural, and the honey, it's like a glue. So the honey holds everything together, okay? So while we're mixing this, do we have any questions from the viewers about any of the snacks or this recipe? Or you want to share one of your quick, healthy recipe snacks that you consume?
Given the season that we're in, Diana, I'm loving this. I think I might try it out with some pumpkin seeds and maybe some cinnamon and
Oh my
switch it up.
gosh. Yeah.
I'm getting some ideas over here.
I love that. You can totally make it anything you want to. There's so many different directions you can go with this. And here's another thing. After it's all rolled up, I would take a like a tablespoon so you can make your bites with it. And you can form this in any shape that you want to. So here we have one ball. No, this is not the whole, you do not eat the whole ball. just putting that out there. But you basically take a tablespoon. I usually pinch some off and then I form it into a ball. So I just rolled it in the palm of my hand. And guys, that's it. You have I'm going to take this glove off because you can't really see. But that's it. You have your no-bake peanut butter energy bite. And you can, kind of mash it down if you want to. But these are quick and easy on the go. And you can eat them right away, or you can roll them into these balls and you can put them in the refrigerator for an hour so they can firm up a little bit. And that's it. That's it, guys. Super easy. So I'll pause to see if the viewers have any questions about these energy bites.
Diana, I just want to say they look so good, and what I love about it is that you could have coffee with it, or
Yes.
you could make it an afternoon snack with tea.
Yes.
And it's just it's good. I love it.
It's really good.
Keep you full for a long time too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You full.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this. So making it yourself is way more affordable. These energy bites are available in the stores, and I probably shouldn't say this, but even at the cafe here, they have these same things that we made, the same ones, but they're super expensive. So you can make these yourself. And I promise you, it doesn't even cost like maybe $8, maybe, for the whole thing. And you get like 12 balls. But there you'd pay $8 for maybe like 4. So
that's
make
awesome.
it yourself. Make it yourself. So it's about, being affordable, cost efficient, quick. And this is all those things, right? And so I also wanted to show you all really quickly. If you don't like processed, because even though it says natural, it's still processed in a factory. And so you have the option of going to one of those fresh, like Whole Food stores and getting freshly ground nut butters. And so Publix always has freshly ground, all natural peanut butter. You can find it in a deli section. And then for freshly ground almond butter, you can find it at Fresh Market. You can grind it yourself. And they have like regular almond butter, honey roasted almond butter, peanut butter. Clearly, I am a fan of nut butters. But more affordable is going to Fresh Fields Farm. They have, so this small container I bought at Fresh Market, but at Fresh Fields Farm, they have a container about this size, really big. They have almond butter, peanut butter. Those are the two. And then roasted just fresh peanuts. And so you have options. These things don't have to be expensive. You can make them cost effective. Okay. So that's it for our demo. I hope that you all enjoyed it. And Katie, do we have any questions?
No questions. I do have a comment from Kelly that says that rice cake was beautiful that you made.
Thank you. Thank you. She probably is like me and likes beautiful food.
Yes.
Diana,
So,
I'm glad that you mentioned Freshfields Farm because that is my favorite place to go get some fresh ground nut butters on the cheap. It is
yes.
definitely more cost effective to go there, and it lasts you a long time. I did have a question though for you. When you make your peanut butter protein balls, what's your typical serving size that you use when you do the tablespoon? Is it just one
Oh,
ball, or do you usually have two for a snack?
yeah, great question. So I usually do it depends on what I've eaten for the day already, but I would say max is two, max.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you're scooping 1 tablespoon, and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter is about 190 calories. So it is a snack that is on the higher calorie range. You just don't want to go over 200 calories for a snack. So 1 tablespoon, you just kind of look at your caloric intake for the day. You can do one or you can do two, but I wouldn't go over two.
Awesome.
So there is
Thanks.
some willpower involved here because they are really good.
They're that good.
Yeah. Or you
Well,
can make smaller ones. You can do 1 teaspoon instead. So
they looked fantastic. Thanks for sharing that
thank
with us, and
you.
I will definitely be making some of those later. I'm still a little salty about not coming out to Winston to do this
Uh-huh.
Facebook Live. Y'all are gonna be having
Yep.
some delicious snacks today.
Delicious
There
snacks.
are.
Yeah. And while Michael, while you're continuing, talking, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this peanut
Oh,
butter.
rub it in. Well, I'm gonna band with all of our viewers and say thank you. But you enjoy your snacks, and we'll go make our own since we have the wonderful recipes that were shared today to enjoy them with. So, before we end for the day, I just wanted to take some time to thank you all for tuning in and joining in on this fun conversation with us all on these resources that are available to you, and also to share a little bit about our healthy living centers, just as so that way you're aware of what we can help you with. And so we bringing to you wellness coaching, nurse wellness coaches, virtual classes such as these, and thank you all for tuning into these talks. And we also offer free health coaching services along with biometric screening to help you understand what your baseline numbers are. So our Healthy Living Center clients also receive special discounts for new memberships, for a new membership at the YMCA. So if you ever have any questions for us or want to know how to sign up for an appointment or just talk to any of us, you can give us a call at our 202 4500 phone number, which you should see at the bottom of your screen here. I want to thank you again for tuning in today for our Ask the Wellness Coach virtual series, and also to mark your calendars. We know that you've all been enjoying these just as much as we have, and we're going to be coming back to you live on Friday, October 30th, the day before Halloween, to talk about something that's going to be near and dear to all of our hearts this Halloween is how can we have our candy and eat it too? So get in the Halloween spirit, come back and join us on the 30th of October, Friday, 12 o'clock, right here on Facebook Live, and we'll be back talking with you. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.